I'm about to be a senior, and I've been in and out of public and homeschooling pretty much my whole life, but it was difficult for me because I went from normal public high school where I have classes each period, and I have teachers to be like, hey, Camren, make sure you turn in your work tomorrow, otherwise you won't get a grade. So going from that to homeschool for me was really difficult because with homeschool, you have no discipline at all. I mean, your teachers are in a computer, and they'll say, okay, well, do your work when you want to. And obviously, if you're a teenager, you don't want to do it. So that's the hard part. And also being on set and having to go from algebra mentality or whatever math you're part of to, and my she dropped out real early. So in that aspect, that's difficult, but it's getting easier. But what was the other part? What was the other question?
It really hit me that I was playing, and I did my research. I watched movies, I read comic books, and I did as much as I could. But it was kind of just it didn't really hit me that I was playing, young Batman until our first Comic-Con when the show hadn't even aired yet. We were shooting, our third episode. And there were all these fans that were so excited to meet us, and so and I was like, what if you don't even like the show? I haven't seen it yet. All you saw is the 5-minute, a 2-minute trailer. And so I was like, okay, I need this is big. And so that's when it really hit me. And I did, like I said, I did all the research that I could. School-wise, I still go to school. I go to school in LA, and I have a student teacher in New York, and whenever I have, it's basically like being homeschooled, but with my school in LA's curriculum, because I'm one-on-one with the tutor. But when I'm not in an episode or I have a 5-day break, I go back to LA all the time, and I just hop right in school and see all my friends. And stuff.
Weirdo. No, right, so, I didn't know what I was going up for. We basically were sent these generic sort of sheets, these 2-page speeches, and mine was about a guy going into a pub and punches a bloke in the throat. And I didn't know what it was even for. We heard in this sort of ether that there was this show, a pre-sort of Batman-y show. It was written by this amazing guy called Bruno Heller. We knew that much. And I saw them, they flew me just straight down. I was on a show called Elementary, and they flew me down to LA. And I saw Bruno Heller sort of locally passed, and I saw Danny Cannon. I went, what are you doing here? He said, well, this is for Gotham, this is for the pre-Batman show. I said, what character is this? And they went, Alfred. And I went, never seen an Alfred like that before. His children, he's kind of tough, he was very tough on him, and that's because you're seeing them at a very different time. Yeah. You're sort of seeing them at a very different time, a different sort of time scale. That's why the show's called Gotham. It's about how a city moulds and blends people into becoming who they later. We know who they become. So that's been the fun element, sort of watching our characters grow.
Yeah, he doesn't have to go to school anymore.
You, sir.
Thank you. I just want to say thanks for being here. It's a real pleasure. Yeah. It's, I was just going to say, and you kind of touched on it, it's, for you, Alfred's character is bad A. He's like the coolest Alfred ever. And I was just going to ask if... Yeah. I had a question for you, if how much was that, you kind of answered it, but how much was that you or they had planned it that way?
The funny thing is, we always, as actors, we sort of narcissistically always think we're getting there on our own. In actual fact, it's like a guiding hand pushing us to where they want us to be, because they are absolutely brilliant, our showrunners. They are absolutely superb. They write from a psychological point of view, always. So it's although it's slightly arched and slightly camp, and it's our world, and we're embodying it now, they are always behind. It's always rooted in our sense of slight distorted reality. So, we were, again, sort of going back to what I said before, we were allowed to... We thought we were being cast because we're such wonderful actors. In actual fact, they saw traits in us that they wanted for those roles. So they cherry-picked us, and we didn't realise. And I know Robin feels the same, Robin Hood Taylor and Corey, and I think the guys here as well. We will feel the same, is that we thought we were... If we'd known we were going after these characters, what I'm trying to say, we never would have got the job. We were really too nervous.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
My other quick question is just, it's been fun to see you two grow up on the show. How many inches have you grown since you started?
A lot of inches. Like about half my size when I started.
Wow. I was taller than him when we started, and now he's way taller than me. It's like, come on, bro. But it's okay, he should be taller than me. Yeah.
I'm so curious.
Yeah, more questions.
Hi, I had a quick question just for all of you.
Where Selena and Bruce are at right now. Bruce, you were really timid season 1. Now you're starting to come around, starting to get that tough guy attitude. I love that. Being a huge fan of Batman. I love the entire synopsis of where you guys are going. You remind me so much of a very young Michelle Pfeiffer, and I love her Catwoman. She was so perfect, and I think that you're really coming into own as your role with Catwoman. And with you as Alfred. Alfred is such a badass.
Sean kills it every single time. I mean, when they write a fight scene for him, like last year when they had a fight scene with Tabitha, I read that and I was like, Sean is gonna kill that. And he was in a 3-piece suit with a wool jacket in a boiling hot set, and he did it for time after time, hour after hour. He is amazing. Give it up for him.
And it's so cool to see this. There's been hints of like Alfred's origins, like with the English military and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's great that we're seeing that because it helps Bruce's development. I'm sure that's probably part of the writers, where they want to go in the development and stuff like that. My question to you guys, who is your favorite Batman?
That one. The known ones for me, I think, in the film version, the cellular version, would be the known ones.
I like Michael Keaton a lot.
Yeah.
And I love Christian Bale and I love Ben Affleck. I'm gonna. Yeah. Sorry.
I mean,
I can't think.
I really loved I love Christian Bale's portrayal. I really loved the darkness that he brought to it.
Yeah.
So that would be, they're all good, so I'm not going to say that one's better than the other, because they're all freaking amazing, but yeah, Christian Bale is probably my favorite.
Yeah, the thing is, they're all so different.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at Adam West and you look at Christian Bale, they're completely different personalities, but they're both Batman. And so it's really hard to pick one better than the other, because it's apples and oranges. But they're all great. Every time they go.
More questions?
You are the most amazing Alfred, honestly.
Yeah, I know. It'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Really. I got offered a bit in one recently, which I couldn't do because we're doing this show, but I'd love to do. And as I've said before, I've said in the press and everything, I'd like to do one as a note to my dad, really, in some capacity.
So I guess my question to the cast would be, what would be the hardest scene that you've done through all these seasons? I mean, you have a lot to kind of sort through, but what would be the most challenging one?
I'll go first. Actually, funny enough, it's the scene where I hit her, when I hit Kath, because it was, I think, very brave of the writers to include that, because it's something, because not only do I love it to pieces, but it was, a man hitting a child is quite shocking, really. But it is Gotham, and Alfred was right, and the thing was, there's Rory in the Twitter when the spring fell out my phone because everyone was so cross about Alfred's behaviour. But in actual fact, in a way, it was the first time you'd ever seen Selena as a young girl, seen her actually react as a young girl would by being told off, by being scolded by someone, one of her seniors, someone who's older than her. So it was there for a reason, and I think that people eventually realised why it was there. But that, for me, was a difficult thing, because I didn't enjoy that.
Sure.
It's our party trick. It'll go wrong one day.
He likes hitting me. I think for me, for sure, by far, is the scene that I had with Matt Malone. Because I think up was halfway into season 2, I think. And so for a season and a half, that's what Bruce has been focused on, finding the guy who killed his parents. And he still is in season 3, you'll see. But and that was his obsession. And when he got there, it was this mixture of. It was just so many emotions. But I think he went into that room a boy and he came out a man. I think that was the most transforming, defining moment for Bruce Wayne in the show so far. And he has the gun to his head. He has the upper hand. He's been dreaming about this moment for probably I think a year at that point, 2 years. And he doesn't pull the trigger. And the thing about Batman is that, Batman is a superhero. His distinctive quality, he will not kill. And he realizes that nobody's beyond redemption. He doesn't kill the Joker again and again and again. And I think in that moment, that's when he decides that killing is wrong. And I loved that scene. I read it and I was like, this is perfect. And we had a great director that episode. And
you killed it, I have to say.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's me.
And we will have one last question.
Practically blown up. She didn't blow up, but she was burned alive. She was pretty toasty, yeah. So that was a very big loss for her, and so many other things. So so far I guess for Selena, that's been the toughest thing that she's gone through, and that was a really interesting scene to do, especially with Ben and Moreno when Selena gets the news that she didn't make it, because Selena, she knows not to ever trust a cop, especially in Gotham, and she knows that she can't depend on Gordon for anything but this one thing. He promised her that he would watch out for her best friend, and he didn't, or he tried to, but she doesn't know that. He sees, oh, so you were looking out for my friend and she was burned alive? Really? That's how you look at looking out for someone? So that scene was it wasn't challenging, but it was interesting. Yeah.
Okay, I think I get the last question. I want to know if Alfred's going to get some loving on that show.
Play your cards right, madam. Without giving too much away. Yes.
Yeah.
Stays in Vegas. Yes, I can't give too much away. I don't think they know yet. I think it's been written. But there is mention of a lady arriving on the scene.
That ringtone was perfect.
We'll be close to wrapping it up. I just want to know, do you have any last things to share with the audience?
Thank you for coming. September 19th, it's return day, 7 p.m.
Thank you.
Thanks
Give
a
you
lot.
guys a round of applause.